Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Welcome back if you've been following the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome in. My name's Austin. I go by Kep these days, and I'm a OTR flatbedder for Melton Truck Lines. Now, I really enjoy being out here on the road. You're gonna have good days and bad days, just like any other job. But I started this channel with hopes that, you know, I at the time my dog would travel with me. Her name's Ellie, and she's traveled with me probably about 6 months out of the year I've been driving, and probably 6 months off the truck. Last time I was home, she, got off the truck, and just she didn't want to come back to the truck. She like sat down. She wouldn't want to jump in. So it's kind of sad not having her with me, but obviously I want her to have a good life as well. And I can't be more grateful for my friend that takes care of her when I'm out here on the road. She does a phenomenal job. So very fortunate to have really good people in my life to help me when I need help. So anywho, that's why Ellie hasn't been in the videos here lately. She's not with me on the truck. So if you're wondering, that's why. But anywho, I set out originally for this channel to make like adventurous, entertaining style videos. And I soon found out I'm not very adventurous. Well, I am adventurous, but I'm not very entertaining. I'm terrible at cinematography. I think that's the word for videoing videos. I'm not real smart, I guess, either. But anywho, I found out I'm very good at informing people and kind of teaching and sharing information that's what I think valuable. And I've gotten some pretty good feedback over the last few months. So that's what these videos are for, the WPU's weekly pay update. What I do is I take screenshots of my pay stubs and post them in here and talk about how much I made, where I went, what I hauled, and just kind of try to give anybody who watches these videos kind of a glimpse into the life of a Melton driver. And so that's what these videos are for. That's the purpose of them, is just to kind of show, hey, here's a peek behind the curtain. Here's how much I make. Here's the miles I run, etc. So let me preface I've thought about this earlier. I should have been prefacing these videos by saying I don't run very hard. There's guys out here who they want a minimum of 3,000 miles a week, and that's their happy spot. That's not my happy spot. I'm out here for the adventure. I'm out here for the journey. Now, don't get me wrong, making money for what you do is very important. Making enough money to justify being away from your family, being away from, like for me, I love going to baseball games. I love, going golfing, fishing, whatever it may be. You have to make enough to justify being away from doing those things. So I'm not trying to belittle the importance of how much money you make out here. But for me, personally, and this is my channel, I shoot for that 2,200 mile mark. 2,500 miles, I'm real happy. If I'm at 3,000 miles for the week, I'm pretty ecstatic. Like that's really good for me. So I do want to preface these videos going forward saying, hey, like, I'm very happy with 2,200 miles a week, right? So from a financial standpoint. So with that being said, I did not get 2,200 miles last week, but there's a reason for that. So, picked up in Avenel, New Jersey. I don't know, somewhere up by Newark Airport. We picked up some glass, and boy, let me tell you something. That was not a very fun load to deal with. I actually did get some video of it. I'll throw it up probably right now. So, as you see, kind of oddly shaped, lots of sharp corners. So the little bar right there in the middle, guess who had to put that right in the middle of their chest and just kind of shimmy their big butt over there? It was not very fun. There's just no other way to put it. But we got it done. We took that glass down to Buford, Georgia, which is kind of right outside Atlanta on the northeast side. That was 845 miles. From there, we deadheaded to Temple, Georgia, and we picked up just a bunch of random stuff. That's the best way to describe it. I did not take any video because I was pretty sick that day. I wasn't feeling very well, and that's part of this job. Sometimes you have to push through not feeling. I don't want to say there's no sick days, because trust me, I can think of 2 times off the top of my head that I've called Jordan. Jordan's my DM, by the way. I've called Jordan's like, hey Jordan, I need to be by a trash can, or I need to be by a toilet today. Like I need the day, and very fortunate to have just a super great DM who's like, there's no, oh, are you really sick type of thing. It's like, hey, like they're gonna trust you for your word, and it's not like I don't do it every day. I think the year I've been at Melton, I've taken maybe 2-3 actual like sick days. Now there's been times where I've just been just dog tired, and I'm like, hey Jordan, like after I drop this load, like I'm gonna take a nap for 2 hours, or hey, I need to take the rest of the day off. I need to catch up on sleep, whatever it may be. Anytime I've had issues like that, there's been no pushback, and that speaks volumes to the company. And I'm not a recruiter by any means. I'm putting information out there. But anyway, back to this load. Basically, the big, like, actually, I don't know if it'll focus, but like the big garage doors, the roll-up doors. I picked up at a company that does those, but it was just a bunch of like the miscellaneous pieces that go to the doors. It wasn't the doors themselves. So, all right, so we picked up this load in Temple, Georgia, and let me just tell y'all, I was feeling bad. All right. I don't know. I had been feeling bad for about 2 weeks. Hell, I don't know if I got COVID or the flu or what, but I hadn't been feeling good for the last couple of weeks. But that day, it was not this Thursday, but last Thursday, man, I don't know. I was up on top of the load. I was drinking water and whatnot. It was only like 90 degrees outside, so it wasn't too hot. It was pretty humid, but nothing that I'm not accustomed to. But man, I'm on top of the freight on the load on the trailer, and I'm having to I'm pulling my tarps, trying to get it undone. I'm leaning over the side, throwing up off the trailer. There's no other way to put it than it was just a bad day. What should have taken me probably maybe 2 hours to do took me about 5.5, just because I was having to take breaks. I kept getting dizzy. Just on the kind of, I guess, on the verge of a heat stroke, essentially. And so, just having to take, it'd be like, hey, I'm gonna go put 2, 3, 4 bungees on and go take a 4, 5, 10 minute break just to cool off, but it happens, right? For me, you're gonna have some bad days out here, especially when you're not feeling good, especially when you're not feeling well. But we got it done. We got it done safely. So for a whopping total of 1,665 miles for the week, that load was actually going to Arizona, but I had to be in Tulsa for Train the Trainer, which we completed this week. We got a nice, I don't know if I've already shown this on this video, but we got a nice little Polo Melton road trainer. So who knows, if you come to Melton, I could possibly be your trainer. What are you doing there, dude? So, but we got that done this week. So, let's talk about money, right? So, I did get a repower pay, which is $25. And then I got layover pay because I actually got to Tulsa last Friday. And I sat all weekend, but I wasn't flagged until Monday. So, because I wasn't flagged for Monday, but I got here Friday, they paid me for the weekend. So with that being said, we grossed 1,057 doll hairs, and we got $233 per diem for the week. So again, I don't have alimony or child support or anything like that, but that gives you a rough estimate. I make 58 cents a mile here at Melton currently. So that gives you a rough estimate of, kind of how much you can make on, and that's a really short week. So keep that in mind as well. But that's a really good tarp job. like a really good tarp job. Nice, dude. Anywho, that's all I got for y'all this week. I'm going to right now leave my truck, use the bathroom, and then try to get some B-roll footage of the terminal. And I'm going to sit down today and do my 1-year Melton review video. That is my goal for today. I've already cleaned my truck. I washed my truck. I reorganized my truck. So all I have left to do today is make a daggum video that I've been putting off for like 3 weeks. All right. As always, if you have questions, comments, concerns, drop them in the comments below. If you don't feel comfortable dropping a comment, my handle for Instagram and TikTok will be in the description below. Shoot me a DM. I don't give my email out just because there's weirdos out there. All right. But as always, y'all be safe, and we'll catch you on the next video.